Hey again, thanks for watching another one of my videos. Probably saw by now the thumbnail of what I'm going to talk about, and it's comparing, I think, probably two fragrances that may or may not, or you may or may not have considered overlap. But I've got this decant here, Tom Ford Plum Japonais, and this has been discontinued. I got it a while before it was discontinued, and I've had it for a little while. But when I first smelled it, it's got this fruitiness, that plum note right off the top, and that doesn't last that long, for me at least. It's a good opening, right, and pretty. From when I first smelled it, which is what interests me about it initially, is it's very different from anything out there, or what I thought. So you get this dark, deep, fruity, kind of incensey for sure vibe. And like I said, that lasts maybe 10-15 minutes. As it kind of dries down, it definitely starts to pick up more of the incense and more of the resinous kind of qualities of the fragrance. Spicy, warm, very, very nice smelling stuff, right? I have no complaints about the fragrance. But this is why I'm making the video, when I purchased this, right, Noir Argent, it kind of hit me that initially there's a difference. This is kind of Coca-Cola, fizzy, sweet, a little bit of citruses. You get the incense in the background, this myrrh. I believe it's myrrh. It's kind of sweet. Maybe it's labdanum, but some kind of incense. Resinous quality from Noir Argent. Now, and there's a difference, right? So Plum Japonais is going to be much higher quality. You can smell the materials. There's a difference, but on skin, after these two fragrances dry down, you really have a similar base, and that's what kind of deterred me from wanting more of Plum Japonais and really buying into that kind of price, especially what the prices are commanding now for it. I just don't think that it's worth it at the end of the day, unless you're a Tom Ford collector or someone that really wants discontinued fragrances. If you like the scent of Plum Japonais, I think that you should really consider getting Issey Miyake's Noir Argent, because you're going to have a different opening, much different opening. Noir Argent doesn't have any of that plum fruitiness to it, but if you like the incense and the dry down of Plum Japonais, or the vice versa, if you've smelled Noir Argent and you're interested in Plum Japonais, the dry downs are virtually, at least on my skin, indistinguishable. Mids, opening, different. But as we kind of all know, or maybe you don't know, the dry down is going to be the vast majority of the fragrance's life. So yeah, just a quick video on what I think is an overlapping fragrance style, and something that might satisfy the itch if you don't want to spend the money from Plum Japonais and you want an idea of what eventually it turns into. So don't misinterpret me for saying that they're the same, right? I'm not saying that. I'm saying that the dry downs are very similar, and if you want an idea of what it smelled like at all, and you can't get your nose on it, check out a decant, or if you can get, smell Noir Argent at a store. I've never seen it in a store, but there are plenty of decants available. Check it out, and I guess let me know what you think. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm crazy, maybe it's just my nose, but I really do think that there are enough similarities to say that, this is a good fragrance. I mean, overall, I don't think that people in general might be attracted to it because it is outside of the realm of your typical freshie. It does have some fresh aspects to it, but the uniqueness is there for this guy. And if you want to, compare these two, or if you can, let me know and tell me what you think, because I'd be interested to see if I'm not the only one with this opinion. But thanks for checking this out. Like, comment, subscribe if you can. Let me know at the bottom. I'll see you next time. Thank you. Hey, so an afterthought. When I finished filming the video, I forgot to mention, I guess, performance differences between the two. Because on the dry down, like I've asked a few people, and my wife mentioned, they do smell similar. They're not the same. There's a little bit more, like I said, the richness in Plum Japonais is going to be there compared to Noir Argent. And it should be, right? For a fragrance that's going to cost 5 times as much. That makes a whole lot of sense. But as far as performance goes, Plum Japonais will be a better performing fragrance, again, as it should be. So I just want to reiterate, and don't get anything mixed up or twisted on, I'm not saying that they're the same. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just saying that if you want to smell something similar, kind of the similar incense notes, similar dry downs, but don't have access to Plum Japonais because it is a discontinued fragrance, consider looking into Noir Argent. Or if you're a Plum Japonais owner and you want something that will give you a similar vibe and you want to kind of reserve your supply of Plum Japonais, that's also something you should consider. Again, just my 2 cents, trying to help some people out, and hope you enjoyed. Thanks.